Welcome out here, ladies and gentlemen, to Louisiana Christian University on the campus of the Lady, or at the field of the Lady Wildcats softball field here for some ACEL. Goodness, so much going on this weekend all over the state that I've lost contact a little bit. ACEL Championship Softball Weekend. And ACEL, obviously, as most of you that are listening know, that is the Association of Christian Educators of Louisiana. My name is Chuck Perkins. Thank you for watching and joining us here on 446 Sports. Glad to be such a partner with ACEL, bringing them all of their championship games as we've done throughout the last couple of years. So very, very proud to have been able to partner with them to bring this to you. Before we get started, and you see there on the field, you see the umpires there at the dish, and they have already had their meeting with the coaches. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the starting lineups. Our Velar and Green sponsored starting lineups for both teams. So starting out, I believe, is going to be the away team. The lower seed is number 6, the number 6 Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets. And we'll get started with their starting lineups. Batting first is Miss Laura Brown, wearing number 6. Wearing number 13 is Allie Babcock, batting second. Batting third and wearing number 2 is Hannah Brown. No. Oh, goodness. Batting third, wearing number 8, there it is Haley Clark. Batting fourth, wearing number 9 is Kinley Fife. Batting fifth, wearing number 20 is Harley Malnar. Batting sixth is number 2, Hannah Brown. And we'll pause for a moment for the morning prayer.
Let's pray. Father, we're blessed this day that you have allowed our coaches and our girls, Lord, to have made it this far in this season, Lord. We pray for the weather, that you will give us weather that we need, Lord, for both games. Lord, we pray for grace and providing for these girls' safety, Lord, as they play. Pray for grace, Lord, for the coaches and the fans. This would be a Christ-honoring time, Lord, that we will allow our girls to enjoy this time. Pray that these last moments of this season will be very memorable and profitable for them. Pray that you will be glorified to the utmost in it all. And we pray in our Lord Jesus' name. Amen.
Pick back up where we left off there.
All right, everybody, let's start
playing in the national anthem and the prayer.
We're going to begin with the visiting.
Bring that down just a minute for you so we finish. Number 6, batting sixth is number 2, Hannah Brown. Batting seventh is number 4, Megan Moore. Batting eighth is number 18, Maggie Estes. And batting ninth is number 0, wearing number 0 today, Rylan Turpin. And that is your starting lineup for your Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets.
Let's meet the defenders. Leading off in
And now your home team, Velar and Green starting lineup for your home team, will be batting first, number 23, Jaden Jenkins. Batting second, wearing number 25, is Kylie Mouton. Batting third, wearing number 17, is Gidry. That's Kristen Gidry. Batting fourth is number 3, is Bagnall, and that is Allison Bagnall. Batting fifth, number 19, will be
All right, let's play some softball.
Bethany Hill. Batting sixth is number 7, Addison Dupuy. Dupre, I believe is how they say that. Batting seventh is wearing number 8 is Caroline Landrino. Batting eighth, wearing number 27, is Madeline Adams. And batting ninth, wearing number 77, is Piper Hill. So there are your starting lineups. And while we have it here, we'll run ahead and do the defensive runaround real quick. So in the field, you see now is the home team. You see Babcock. Let's put that on the screen real quick. You see Babcock here behind the dish, and on the mound is Fife. At first, Malnar. I have that just the opposite. Here we go. Let's do that again. Jennings behind the dish. On in the circle is Bagnog. On first is Bethany Hill. On second is Piper Hill. And on shortstop is Dupre. On third is Landrino. Over in left field is Gidry. In center field is Mouton. And in right field is Adams. And we're fixing to get underway. And whenever Good Samaritan goes to the field, we'll do their defensive runaround real quick. First pitch, game scheduled to go off at 9 o'clock. And here we are at the 9 o'clock hour, fixing to get that first pitch underway. And so I am joined up here in the press box by Paige Hightower and Noelle Schonhoff. There we go. Got it right. She's smiling, obviously. So got that right.
Leading off for the Hornets is number 6, Laura Brown.
Hightower's taking care of the scoreboard and the music. Schonhoff is doing a great job of PAing the voice out there for these girls. And we are underway. First pitch in there for a strike at 10:01. 9:01 rather. Goodness, let's not be 10:01 yet. Let's see that my something is happening with my scoreboard here. Let's see if we can get that straightened out. The count is 1-2, even though the scoreboard does not want to have act right with me just yet, but we'll see if we can get that fixed here in just a moment. Let me restart that again. No, goodness. Okay, so my scoreboard has disappeared. I'll get that set up here in just a few moments. 3-2 is the count. We have simulcasted on. I'm assuming what has happened is for the boys baseball team, they must have went in and deleted my scoreboard and created their own and thought that was their one from yesterday. That one fouled back into the net. It is a full count. And so let me get that set up for us real quick as we are having fun on the run, doing a few things here. Redo that. That one is fouled off out of play. And we'll wind that up just a little bit for you. Baseball. Okay. Those people messing me up. Defenders and the Hornets. That's what it was. He's got for baseball, and that's going to be a base on balls. Put that on there in just a moment. For baseball, they have the Hornets and I'll look at that a little bit later on. But and so I guess he thought he had the wrong one up there and just deleted it. So lovely. There's a bunt laid down. Gets the runner from pitcher to first, gets the out there, but advances the runner over to second.
The shortstop, number 8, Haley Clark.
All right. First pitch in, ball 1. Just a minute to get this set up, and we'll have our scoreboard functioning there in just a moment. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 is the count now, 1 out. That one's in there for a strike. 1-2 now. Pop fly caught there by the shortstop, Dupre.
The pitcher, number 9, Kinley.
All right, now we got the scoreboard going there, and we are top of the first. Fife is up to bat, swinging a miss, strike 1. At the fuss at old Tom Boucher over there, broadcasting, deleting my scoreboard, and not calling and asking permission first. Shame on him. Fouled off to the left-hand side. Third base side, dugout. 0-2. Base runner on second. Just underway here for a couple of minutes since this game has got underway. So thank you for joining us here, or if you're going back and rewatching it, thank you. Pop fly out of play. Reset for that 0-2 again. If you're watching us on YouTube, appreciate you if you could really help us out by clicking that subscribe button at the bottom of your screen there. And you can also click the like and share and the notification bell if you'd like, but it really helps us out to try to get our videos ahead of a lot of the other ones. If we can get our subscribers. There's a hit going to shortstop. The throw is going to be to third, and had to make the tag and eventually did just in time before the base runner slid into third. So after not 1.5, but just a 1/2 inning of play, we will retire the side, go to a few commercial breaks. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria next to Target. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 till 12.
We're back live here in Pineville, Louisiana, watching some ACEL Championship softball weekend. So yesterday was the playoffs, 1 and 2 semifinals games, 1 and 2. Today, this one you're watching the consolation game for the ACEL Championship weekend, and it started at 9 o'clock. This game is between, and you probably tuning in already know that, but just in case you don't, this game is between the Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets out of Fred, Texas, and the Acadiana Christian Athletic Defenders down there in that Lafayette area. There's a couple of them that have joined us, and so we are starting now.
Leading off, the catcher, number 23, Jaden Jennings.
You heard is Jennings up to bat for the Defenders. She tries to lay a bunt down, just goes foul. Strike one. Another attempt at a bunt that fouls backwards. Hits the ground right in front. I guess had a little spin on the ball and found its way back here to the backstop. Oh, and 2 is the count to Jennings. Fife up there pitching away. Slings that one in there. Strike 3. Get her on swinging. And now up to bat.
Fielder, number 25, Kylie Mouton.
There you hear it. Kylie Mouton up to bat. She trying to bunt that one. Goes up over the head and straight back here towards us. I'm going to flip a switch here. Try to darken that just a hair. There's a lot of concern last night that these games would even be played. Strike 2 on a swing there because of the weather, but it looks like the weather has hit the Great Divide somewhere over there in that west part of the state, and it's split north and south of us. So hopefully we'll be able to get these games in, and got her looking on that strikeout. And now batting.
Fielder, number 17, Kirsten Guidry.
Strike 1 on a swing. Both of these teams played yesterday in the semifinals, and they were the losing teams on their semifinal matchups. The Defenders lost 4-3, and the the Hornets lost 4-3. The Defenders lost 16-6 in their matchups yesterday. So that's what put them here. That one's fouled off to the third base side, bouncing around. Looks like it missed all the vehicles, hit right in the middle, and had enough bounce on it to make it over the next row over there. So ended up in the grassy area. 0-2 is the count. Fouled down the third base line over here. Coach saw it coming, just kind of stepped up a little bit. A reset for the 0-2. 2 outs. And I did tell you we were going to do the defensive lineup when we got back out here. So for the Hornets, behind the dish is Babcock. Pitching in the circle there is Fife. From first all the way around to third and back from left to right will be Malnar, Moore, Clark, and Brown. Then in the outfield is Turpin, Estes, and Brown as you work your way back around. There's a shot that bounces there just past the second baseman, rolls its way out into that center right field area. Scooped up there by Brown and hurried back in to hold.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 3, Allison Begno.
To hold Guidry at first. There we go. Getting a few extra nuggets, golden nuggets in to play with there. Got her on the throwdown. Attempted stolen base there by Guidry. Got caught on the throwdown from Babcock out to, I'm not sure if that was Clark or Moore that got that one, but either way, successful outing there for them to end the inning. We'll be back in a few moments after these words.
Make your burger your style with delicious, hand-pressed, never-frozen AAA Angus beef and tons of fresh, tasty toppings. Fat Burger. Great taste sounds good, doesn't it?
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Leading off for the Hornets at the top of the second. The first baseman, number 20, Harley Malner.
There you hear it, Hartley Malner. Welcome back to live action here on 446 Sports, this ACEL softball championship weekend for the Consolation game. Malner up to bat there. Hits that one straight back up to the pitcher, grabs it, throws it over to first. A 1-3 out from Bagnall to Heald.
The third baseman, number 2, Hannah Brown.
Don't leave your stuff because we're college kids and it becomes decoration. I also have a pair of sunglasses and an Arctic cup.
1 and 1 is your count.
Yeah. Hey, if no one claims that cup. Yeah, I know, right?
That ball hit straight up there to second, shortstop rather. Fires it over to first to get the out. Great job of relay there between Dupre and Hill.
The second baseman, number 4, Megan Moore.
Moore's going to hit that one, go up to second. She's going to quickly and running towards first, just slightly underhand tosses it over there to her to get the third out of the inning. This one is in fast time, moving right along as we're finishing up the top of the second inning. We'll be back in just a few moments. My name is Chuck Perkins. You're watching 446 Sports, ACEL Championship what is the sport? Softball, there we go, here at Louisiana Christian University.
Many thanks to Doug.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Welcome back to live action. We're going to come back a little bit quicker on that one. Begno up the bat there for the defenders in the bottom of the second here. First pitch in there for ball one. Able to keep up with the score and the pitching and the outs and the base runner positions and everything there, what inning we're in, thanks to Wallace Eye Associates being our scoreboard sponsor all year long. And you see that on the bottom left corner of your screen. You need clear vision, not just for the game, but for everything else you do. Go see Wallace Eye Associates. They can help you out there. Ball fired off down that first base side. Coach had to duck a little bit to get out of the way of that one as it was traveling towards him. 2-1 is your count now. A change out pitching ball there. That one's high and inside. 3-1 is your count. Outside, and that's going to reach base on balls there for Begno.
The first baseman, number 19, Bethany Hill.
An end to run for Begno's number 4.
Number 4, Elsie Sloan.
Elsie Sloan, there we go. Bethany Hill up to bat. Sister of, I'm assuming, of Piper Hill, who hit that home run over the left field wall yesterday. 1-0 as you count. Piper will be up to bat about 5 down from. Pass ball, base runner's going to make her way. That's Sloan is going to make her way on over to second. Two and 0. Just outside. 3-0 now. We are simulcasting and I guess I think that's the word they use, simulcasting 2 events at the same time. So you have softball here at Louisiana Christian University, swinging on that one. Strike one. 3-1 is your count. Here at Louisiana Christian University, we have the softball championships, and over in Alexandria, out at the air park at the Grace Christian Field, where they play baseball, they have the ACEL baseball championships. That one's fouled down the first base line. Reset or get back to at it, and we'll have the full count. So simulcasting on both of them. Possibly you're at one and want to know what's going on at the other. It's the beauty of what we do. You can do that. You can be at one game watching the other, or flip that around. You could be at one game and watching the other. How about that? Interesting. Sounds like I said the same thing, but it's the same but different. How about? Interesting. Base runner's going to reach base on balls, and that puts runners at first and second now. And coming up to bat is
number 7, Addison Dupre.
Dupre. There we go. Footloose on the sound system. What a great walk-up song. Dupre squaring the bunt, and that one comes straight back up. He's thankful that netting was there. I believe I could have caught it before it hit my camera. If not, I can make a phone call to Doug. He'd just have to buy us another one. He's like, yeah, see that, just let it, just buy another one. Just buy another one. I don't think so, Chuck, as he would say. So we have this running thing between us that usually when we're broadcasting, I'm behind the camera. So if you're familiar with Tool Time, with the old TV show, run down to third, throw down and run to third. The base runner slides in safe. And coach over here on third base side throws her hands up in the air looking at first base runner and says, why aren't you on second? But because of that broadcast that we do, I'm usually behind the camera, and there's a run down going to second now, unopposed but on the strikeout. And so I'm usually behind the camera, and all you can see is from about my nose. From about my nose up. And so if you're familiar with the show, that's basically all you could see from Mr. Wilson on the other side of the fence was from his nose up. And he always seemed to have a hat on. First pitch in there for a strike one on Landreneau. 1 out. Base runners on second and third. It's a shot that's going to make its way out of play. Oh, on the hood of the truck. Lovely. And you could hear the crowd. Yeah, that had some height on it to leave a dent, that's for sure. And you see somebody bailing out to go check and see what's that in my truck. It's a navy blue pickup truck. If you're the owner of a navy blue pickup truck, that's not going to do much good for these folks here. Unless you're watching it. There's a strikeout swinging. 2 outs, base runners on second and third, and up to bat now is
Number 27, Madeline Adams.
Madeline Adams up to bat. Eyes up high, ball one. Yeah, they're looking around for it. As everybody's checking, there's 3 guys out there checking, and they're all wearing, looks like yellow. So we think they're with the Hornets. That one's inside. 2-0 is the count. They found the ball, tossed it back in to one of the coaches outside the fence there. That one will find its way back in. Remember the old days where you could retrieve the ball, bring it to the concession stand for a Coke? No more. But the best part about that was you had those old waxy paper cups. And so you had about 16,000 of your friends that would go and get those things, and they'd wad them up and put one inside the other and keep wadding them up, and you'd play cup ball. And she's going to reach base on balls, and that's going to load the bases up here for the defenders. And just like that.
The second baseman, number 77, Piper Hill.
And it was Piper Hill yesterday that I believe that hit that home run over the left field wall. So see what she's going to do here. Outside, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1-1 is the count, 2 outs, bases loaded here for the defenders. Base hit here would score a couple of runs. I'm sure they would love to have that here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 is your count. Fife in the circle there. She comes ready, set, rocks and delivers. And that one's fouled back off into the net here. We'll reset there for 1-2. Gets that one up to second. Over to first, bad throw, scores 1. The second one is threatening and is coming in. There's a green play at the plate, and she does get her with an out there. Very delayed send into home for that run attempt after the ball had drifted its way over here towards that first base dugout. Don't know what took so long for them to make the decision to run in, but nonetheless, they got one across the plate for the defenders here in the There we go. Defenders up 1. There's the scoreboard finally working. All right, so after 2 complete innings of play, Defenders are leading 1-0. We'll be back in just a few moments. You're listening to 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
We're back to live action here in Pineville, Louisiana for the ACEL Championship weekend of softball. Louisiana on the campus of Louisiana Christian University. Here at the field of the Lady Wildcats. Great field taken care of and graciously hosting this event here for ACEL. Now up to bat for the Hornets. That's number 18, Estes. First pitch was a swinging strike. That one's inside, on that inside corner of it. Strike 2. Attempt to crowd the plate just a little bit, but that's why she had to step back. She's right there. Was the toeser on the line, now it's not so much. That one's a little pop-up right back to the pitcher to get the first out of the inning. There it is.
The left fielder, number 0, Rylan Turbin.
Riley Turpin, and that ball is going to fall. Shortstop was running and lost it over there and just had to call herself off of the attempt at it as the left fielder was coming up, but Dupre was running over, and I think she just lost sight of where it was at. Dropped in, getting Turpin on first base.
The right fielder is number 6, Laura Brown.
Back to the top of the order now. Brown up to bat. That one in there for strike 1. Saw yesterday, and if you haven't watched it yet, go back and watch it there on our YouTube channel for 446 Sports. You'll find all these games, all the recordings of these games will be there, and they'll be there for life. So anytime you want to go back and watch them, feel free to do so. Make those memories. You're either watching it live or you're watching it re-live, as I say, and make those memories and enjoy them. It's fun to watch it on the big screen at your house, too. If you have YouTube, if you have one of those smart TVs, you can connect YouTube to it and be able to watch it there on the big screen. Throw down to first, not in time to get the tag on the runner. And we'll reset here to an 0-2 count. Fouled down. That one fouled back into the net. Reset for the 0-2 again. Brown battling her way there. Got a 1-2 is the count. And she hits that one out to center field or short center, if you will. Scooped up there by Mouton, couldn't hit a little bit shorter than where she was playing, so couldn't get to it in time to make a catch at it. We saw her make some great catches yesterday out there in center field, but couldn't quite get there for this one. Puts runners at first and second.
The catcher, number 13, Allie Babcock.
Babcock coming up to bat there with one out. Base runners on first and second for the Hornets. Oh. 0-1, 0-2 now is the count. Swing and a miss, strike three. That's going to get the second out of the inning, leaving two runners still at first and second. But stepping up for the Hornets now.
The shortstop, number 8, Haley Clark.
Is Miss Clark there. Down and low there for ball one. That one's fouled off here. Third base side, reset or brings the count to 1-1. Top of the third inning. Defenders lead 1-0, as you see there on your Wildlife Associate scoreboard in the bottom left corner of your screen. Swing and a miss. 1-2 is now the count. Our title sponsor in the right-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you see is Valex Federal Credit Union, valexfcu.org. You can find them online and all the offerings that they have for your banking needs. Check them out, valexfcu.org. 2-2 after that outside pitch. 2 outs, 2 base runners on, first and second. Hornets would like to get some scores on the board. And got her looking, ring her up for the third strike of the inning, or third strike of the at-bat, and the third out. That's going to clear the bases, retire the side, and we'll be back in just a few minutes after these words from some of our sponsors.
There was a huge assembly, and they came into the gym, and he announced it.
I would like to honor a warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee. We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes.
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks. And then when we went to The Voice the next day, I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
I'm Bob Giles, and I believe every business should give back. Join me at gilesgivesback.com.
Showing up for their continued advocacy and support in making Central Louisiana home for all ACEL state championship events. The city of Pineville provides the event support and coordination that makes these events possible. It's truly special for our ACEL student athletes. Many thanks to them.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
We're back to live action here at the Louisiana Christian University Lady Wildcat Field for championship softball, ACEL version of that championship softball. Not to say that it is any less, because it is some high intensity that has been out here. Number 9 just crushed that one out to center left, and it made its way to the wall, and she's making her way on to second base, where she will find herself safe. And an overthrow there with a little bit of a tease of, should I run? No, about 2 steps off. She said, hold up. First baseman came in and gathered the ball up, got it back to the pitcher. Goodness gracious, what a nice shot there by Fife, the pitcher.
The first baseman, number 20, Harley Malner.
So up to bat now is Malner for the Hornets. She hits that one straight back up to the pitcher. And gets thrown out there at first from shortstop after she picks that one up off the glove of the pitcher. Over to first, makes the throw in time, but pushes the runner on over to third now. Hornets working to put someone in scoring position now. Brown up to bat. She fouls or hits this, a little pop-up. Unable to get to it. Nice diving attempt here by the infield, but it was over the net, and someone in the stands made a collection on that one. Paying attention to the game is important. Huh. A little swinging bunt, if you will. Not knowing what to do, but she's going to get a free base because the ball must have rolled under the fence. And also brings in the run from third. So it does put one on the board for the Hornets on that single and additional free base.
Number 4, Megan Moore.
Now up to bat is Megan Moore for the Hornets. Swing and miss, strike one. Score's now tied 1-1 with one out. Missed that earlier on that throw to first. Fouled that one straight down in her left toe. Looked like it hit that thumb toe, if you will, the big toe. There we go, the big toe knuckle of it. It's about where it hit on her foot there, on her left foot. 0-2 is the count. She hits that one out to center field. Unable to make a play on it is Mouton, but she gathers the ball up. And a play at the plate. Safely in, play back to second. Got kind of in a pickle there for a moment, but safely back to first. Overthrow for the attempted steal there. Had a little bit worried, so she came back to safe haven at first. Let's clear that off. Add the second run there for the Hornets. Still one out. Estes up to bat now. Swing and a miss, strike one. Shot to second. Caught that line drive. Threw it back to first because the runner had stepped off, but she got back in time. 2 outs now in the inning.
The left fielder, number 0, Rylan Turbin.
Turbin up at the bat. Swing and a miss, strike one. Hornets now lead 2-1. 2 outs, 1 base runner on first. Turpin hit that one down to the turf. Came up and tapped her on the shoulder. Foul ball. 0-2 is the count now. That could be a dropped in ball. Caught there. Maybe by the second baseman. Yes. Looks like Heels catching some congratulatory thanks for catching that ball from her teammates. So after 3.5 innings of play, since we're in the top of the 4th now, Hornets scored 2 here to take the lead 2-1. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching 446 Sports presentation of ACEL Championship Softball.
There was a huge assembly, and then he came to the gym and he announced it.
I would like to honor a warrior that is right here.
I was diagnosed with Wilms tumor kidney cancer.
Colin McGee. We're going to fly you and your family to Universal Studios in Los Angeles to meet Adam Levine. Yes.
I got there, and then we went to Santa Monica Pier, and the water felt good, and I found a bunch of cool rocks, and then we went to The Voice the next day. I got to meet Adam Levine after the show, which was amazing.
Fouled back into the net to strike one. Strike two, swing and a miss. See if we're back up and running here on all spots. Should be back up and running shortly. With you there. I think it is now back there on the YouTube. Got her looking. Strike three, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 77, Piper Hill.
All righty. Trying to get things up and running for you. Give us just a moment. Check it out, make sure. Yes, now we're back up and running. It looks like everything is green again. So don't know if they saw lightning or something there. I'm not sure. I was trying to.
When the lights went off, I think that's what they're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
So
they're
we.
talking about the lights flashing.
So we should be.
They're talking about the lights flashing. Yeah.
Everything looks like it should be up and running again here on our end. I'll check YouTube here in just a moment. I think that is. Runner is going to make her way to third on the errant throwback from the catcher. See what our count is from the umpire. I think he's got that as 1-1. There we go. 1-1. Had fouled off. It's going to be 1-2 now. There we go. All right, I believe I see all green lights here for this. I think we're back at it. Sorry about that. We had a power outage here in the press box. Kind of strange. Just going along minding our own little business, and all of a sudden, bam, there it was. So here we are. Strikeout on swinging there. That's the second out of the inning. Base runners on third, but coming up to bat now.
Pitcher, number 23, Jaden Jennings.
Jaden Jennings is up to bat now for the Defenders. Up high, ball one. There you go. Folks kind of scampered away trying to, this Hightower had to go down and check things out, see why we lost power. And so Shunoff is up here having to pull double duty, if you will. Having to control the helm. That one's fouled off. Student athlete here at Louisiana Christian University in the, is it Convergence Media or Convergence Media? Yep. So that's the voice that you hear. So she does not only things like this, but she's also on the recordings and the sports recordings or the weekly stuff that they do here at LCU as well. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Looking for a great place to attend college and university and get a great experience in a home field. Come check out LCU. Great place to be. I say that because I'm an LCU dad as well. My daughter attends here. She's a junior, starting her senior year into the music program. She's throw over after gathered up by the shortstop Clark to first base, not in time, but a runner is going to score, and that is the Defenders. The home team puts another one on the board. So that'll clear our scoreboard out. 2 outs, base runner on first now. Defenders continue to add a couple of more here in this inning. 3-2, the Defenders leading right now. I believe that is Mouton that is up to bat now. Yep, she squares around for a bunt, pulls it back. See if he'll flash the sign up here. I think it's 2-0. Let's see. (3-0) is the count now. That was not a bad pitch there in the middle, but I believe it's a little bit high. 3-0. That's all right. I understand. Trying to help him out up here because she's trying to do a lot of the things she hasn't had to do, but she knows how to, but just hasn't had to. So she's trying to deal with the PA, the music, the scoreboard, and get everything back up to running for things here for the folks on site, if you will, on campus at the ballpark. That's strike 2 now. Fills the count up to 3-2. Rung her up there. So after 4 complete innings of play.
I apologize for the scoreboard and the lights right now. We did have a power outage and we're trying to fix it, so I do apologize.
So after 4 complete innings of play, the Defenders score 2 in the bottom of the 4th to tie up the 2 that the Hornets put up. But that gets the Defenders back on top by 1. 3-2, Defenders leading. We'll be back in just a few minutes after these words from our sponsors. Thank you for watching 446 Sports.
The right fielder, number 6, Laura Brown.
All righty, now we are back at it. Right fielder Laura Brown up to bat. I don't know what was going on in the stream as well. There had a little bit of hiccups going on, so really weird. There's a hit going out there to left field. Shallow left, scooped up. That'll hold the runner there at first.
The catcher, number 13, Allie Babcock.
She has the perfect name. Allie Babcock. I can say it so nice.
There you hear the up the bat right now is Allie Babcock, who is the catcher, has had several good throwdowns twice already. She is at bat, but that gets the base runner Brown all the way over to third after that throwdown attempt that went awry, which would make good bread for a sandwich. Ham and cheese on rye.
Ham? That's your choice of meat?
Just first thing that kind of, as I had the look of disgust. Apparently the ham here at the Calf is not as good as the ham that I buy, because I get that boar's head ham, good stuff. So. And we're starting to learn a lot about what they eat here at the campus, or what they don't eat rather here at the campus. Heard a few stories from my daughter. Again, like she's a senior here, so I heard a few stories. Some nights are better than others, let's put it that way. Same thing happens at the Perkins house for meals. Some nights are better than others. Fouled up, pop fly, and that hits the top of the dugout office building over here on the third base side. Home of the Lady Wildcats. Reset for the 1 and 2. Got 2 outs, it says. Seems like that should be no outs here. I think that is the first out of the inning. Base runner has made her way to third. All right, Haley Clark now up to bat for the Hornets. In there for strike 1. We do record all of our streams separately besides that throwdown. Not in time. Holding the tag there for a few moments just to see if there any release of the bag, but there was not. But we do record them separately besides our streams that you see on Facebook and YouTube. And what will happen on this one is we will re-upload it or replace the video on Boxcast. And so if you want to go back and watch this one uninterrupted, you can go back to Boxcast, our Boxcast TV app, and watch the entirety of the broadcast without any stoppage. 3-1 is the count. With 1 out, base runner on third. That one's down in the dirt. She'll reach base on balls and up at runners at the corners. That was Landreneau that reaches first.
The pitcher, number 9, Kinley Butt.
That was not who I thought it was. That was Clark that reached base on balls. Now up to bat is Fife. I had my cards flipped over. That one outside, ball 1. extended play last night for baseball over at Grace Christian for Tom and Doug. That one's in there for a strike on the outside edge of the plate. Their second semifinal game last night. I don't know what time it started, if it started on time or not, but I can tell you when they signed off, it was 4 minutes to midnight. Very lengthy game last night in that semifinal game too. Just a bit outside, as Bob Euchre would say on that one. 2-1 is the count. One out. Base runner went from first to second. I missed that one. My apologies. Runners at second and third now. Left that one up high. 3-1 is the count. To Fife. Begno trying to find the groove. Maybe the lights blinking messed her up too. I don't know. We seem to have everything ironed out here back online. And that one outside. Reaching base on balls, filling them up. The Hornets have found that success now.
The first baseman, number 20, Haley Launer.
Mounar up to bat. She hits that one. Nice shot for her. Over the second fielder's head. Rolls out into right center. Play at the plate coming in, but not in time and a little bit off target. And Mounar getting a stolen base. Advances over to second. And so she has a single 3-run RBI shot. Wow, what a way to clear the bases and end up on second. Good job, Maldar.
We'll bring up the third baseman, number 2, Hannah Brown.
So that's the Hornets scored 3 there. That brings them to leading now at 5-3. First pitch in there for a strike. Wow, what a shot by Maldar. Caught them off guard for sure. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 out. Hit out to right field. Caught there by Adams to log the second out of the inning. Maldar still there on second base.
Number 4, the second baseman, Megan Moore.
Moore's going to hit that one out to center field, and Mouton had some giddy up to get over there at it and got on it. Picking up the third out of the inning, retiring the side, but now after Malnar's 3 RBI single to bring the Hornets up 5-3. We'll be back in just a few moments after these words from our sponsors.
The left fielder, number 17, Kirsten Guidry.
There we are back. I'm still having a little bit of a lag on some of the things that I've got going on here, especially in the commercials. Guidry up the bat, hits that one out to shortstop. She picks it up, throws it over to first in time. Mishandled by Malinar there at first. Guidry is going to find her way over to second, unchallenged by a throw.
The pitcher, number 3, Allison Begno.
Discussion going on. All right, just making sure they were keeping an eye on the scoreboard, so they were just making sure that we were, because there was a couple of zeros up there. Typically there's nothing on the scoreboard, but with that outing of the power, had to make some adjustments and they put zeros in place of the 5th inning, but we are in the 5th inning, so he was just making sure. Errant throw, but luckily it did not make its way out into left field. Base runner gets her way over to third base now. Ball 1. Two and 0. And just watching everything that's on the screen, everything seems to be moving along there, but for whatever reason, seems to be whenever we do commercials. That one's fouled out of play and is, the magic spot of that parking lot that has no vehicle parked in it, that's where that ball just passed through yet again. 2-1 is your count. Seen that vehicle pass 3 or 4 times over there. I think they're determining where they want it, but shot right up the middle, scores 1, makes his way out to center field. The base runner there
The first baseman, number 19,
on first.
Bethany Hill.
It's a Bethany Hill up the back.
Substitute running at first base, Elsie Sloan.
Elsie Sloan in for Begno, the pitcher. Swinging strike 1. Defender scored 1 there and brings the score now to 5-4. Thought about running, but the ball stayed right there in front of the catcher, and Babcock has already drilled 2 out on an attempted run down, so 1-1 is your count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. To number 19, Bethany Hill. Fife in that circle working. Fouls that one back into the net. Base runner on first rather. Kind of want to challenge now. I want to see the base runner run, see if Babcock can go 3 for 3 on throwdowns. Be fun to watch. Fouled back off into the net. Going to reset again for the 1-2. See what kind of reaction if she does do it a third time. For her consecutive third time in a row. What kind of reaction we might get from her. Fouled back into the net. I don't know if it's the same pitch, same swing, but we're getting the same result regardless. 1-2, still the count. Base runner on first. No outs in the inning. Defenders have put one across the board here, and that's going to leave a swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll put the first out of the inning up.
The shortstop, number 7, Addison Dupre.
There you hear it, Addison Dupre coming up to bat for the Defenders, stepping into the box. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, getting a little lead off over there is Begno, but Sloan. Elise Sloan. Elsie Sloan, there we go. Elsie Sloan. That one high. 1-1 is your count. And she's going to make a run down without a throw down. She reached base on pass ball there. 2-1 is your count. Base runners there on second, as you see on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2, 1 out. Thank you for watching us here on 446 Sports. Central Louisiana leader of high school sports broadcasting, streaming. There's a pop-up. Having difficulty finding it was second baseman Moore. Had the glove open and ready for it. She was tracking it, and then it looked like she just lost where it was at. And since after that, that's going to put base runners on the corners, and Landreneau stepping into the box to bat. 1 out. Landreneau squaring around the bunt. Pulls back in time. Throw down to look like there was going to be a throw down to second. But because they had a base runner on third, right back to the pitcher. 1-0 is the count. 2-0, a little bit high. Five to 4 lead the Hornets in this one in the 5th inning. Defenders are trying to get back a couple of more runs. They've gotten 1 so far this inning. Inside, 3-0 is your count. Reaching base on balls, that's going to fill the bases up. For play number 27 coming up to bat, and that is?
Right fielder number 27, Madeline Adams.
There we have it, Madeline Adams up to bat. Base runners, all the bases are loaded right now. Adams hit one, fouls it back into the net, evens the count up to 1-1. 1 out. Prime position here for the defenders to add more to that 1 they've already put up. Try to put a crooked number up there. A little off-speed pitch, not quite enough to get there. 2-1 is your count. Fouled back into this backstop. 2-2, evens it up. Again, thank you for watching us here on 446 Sports. My name is Chuck Perkins. Typically, I'm joined with, or I'm part of the duo, I guess you'd say it, with Doug Gann. Doug Gann is out for the evening, if you will. That one is high, 3-2. Doug has a lot going on here in the city of Pineville. He's also a part of the government stuff that goes on here. And today is what they call their 5th Saturday market. And they were a little nervous if it would be going on, but they're also having a crawfish cook-off. And last time I talked to him, he had over 2,000 pounds of crawfish for that crawfish cook-off today, and hoping they were going to be able to do that. Otherwise, he wasn't sure what he was going to do. I said,
Number 77, Piper Hill.
Piper Hill up to bat with 2 outs, bases loaded. Told him, said, well, if nothing else, Doug, just dig you a big pond at your house and release the crawfish there. Kind of like catch and release. Said no Cajun ever to crawfish. Fouled that one back, strike one. Wind blowing directly in from Old Glory out there, as you see. Has changed. The direction has changed a bit, but it is. See the flag unfurled, and that one's going to stay fair. Make a throw to first, not in time, and gets past first baseman. Right fielder's over there to pick it up, but 2 have scored here for the defenders. 2 more have scored for the defenders. And as the pitcher gets the ball back into the circle to hold things up. That puts the defenders back in the lead to 6-5. 2 outs. Base runners on second and third. Jada Jennings up to bat. She pops that one up. Being tracked here by the catcher, and she does make the catch with a little slip down right at the last moment. Babcock gets that 3rd out of the inning to retire the side. So now after 5 innings of play, and both teams scoring 3 in this one, the defenders retain the lead, 6-5. My scoreboard, I'll have to fix that. 6-5, and we'll be back in just a few minutes after these messages.
Many thanks to the City of Pineville for their continued advocacy and support in making Central Louisiana home for all ACEL state championship events. The City of Pineville provides the event support and coordination that makes these events possible and truly special for our University for hosting this weekend's ACEL Softball State Championship. Many thanks to Doug Dan and Chuck Perkins of 446 Sports for providing the live stream and commentary for all of our ACEL Championship events. Remember, the tournament live stream can be found on the Facebook page at ACEL Athletics. And remember, our 2022-23 All-State team members will be recognized at the conclusion of the championship.
All right, now we are back live action here at Louisiana Christian University. Again, just for whatever reason, during the commercials, it seems to have a little hiccup. So hopefully after this game, I'll reset my computer and get things up and running again. Hornets coming up to bat here in the top of the 6th. Estes stepping into the box. Just outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 as you count. Here to Estes. Wind blowing straight in from outfield, from center field, straight in to home plate. There's a shot going out to center field. And Mouton doing what Mouton does, tracking it down, getting to it, making the out.
The left fielder, number 0, Rylan Durbin.
Ball fouled out of play. Turpin up to bat. Oh, and 1 as you count. Rocks and fires, and there it is. Over here to third, finds the ball over to first, scores, touches the bag, and tags the runner. But you only get 1 out for that, even though you tried for 2.
Fielder number 6, Laura Brown.
Brown up to bat, stepping into the box. Begnall out there in the circle still, serving them up. A little bit of Elvis playing in the background. That one fouled straight back into the net. 0-1. Can't say many thanks, as many as I need to our sponsors that help us make this available to you free of charge. And enjoying our partnership with ACEL Athletics. Have enjoyed this long-standing relationship that we've had with them to be able to stream their live stream their championship games for them. That one on the outside corner as well. 2-1 is your count. Without those sponsors, we would not be able to be doing what we are doing here. You see them rotating in your upper right-hand corner of your screen. That one hit right back to the pitcher. She puts a glove on it, throws it over to first, and retires the side after 3 outs and 5 innings, or 5.5 innings. The score is still Defenders 6, your Hornets 5. We'll be back in just a few minutes. We're back to live action here. Defenders here, the bottom of the 6th, holding on to the lead 6-5. Mouton up to bat. First pitch in there for a strike. Still trying to figure out why my commercials are not playing real well. When we get out of commercials, come back to live action. What's really most important to you, obviously, is the game. And so far, it's been doing well. Hadn't had any little hiccups that I've seen like the commercials have been. So hopefully in this next, after this game is over, I'll shut things down, restart. Hopefully that'll get everything back in alignment to where it needs to be. 2-1 is the count. Squared for a bunt. Pulls back in time, 3-1. Third baseman Brown comes charging up to cover that bunt if needed. That's the center fielder Mouton that is out to bat, and the ball coming in they had to stop play for just a moment, so ball coming into play must have got tossed back in. into the playing area. Back going at it again. 3-1 is the count, and that is strike two. Fills the count up here to Mouton. Fife still in the circle, dishing them out, or serving them up rather, to Babcock behind the plate. Swing and a miss, strike three, and retires the batter for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 17, Kirsten Gidry.
There she is, Kirsten Gidry up to bat for the defenders. High pitch there, swing at it. Strike one. I put a ball in there. I'm sorry. Strike one. There we go. Fix that. That one fouled back here into the net. You see it right there in front of you on the screen. Oh, and 2. Popped up. Tracking on it is the first baseman, and she makes the grab. That's Maldar over there. That secures the second out of the inning here on the defenders.
The pitcher, number 3, Allison Bednar.
Maldar had that 3-run RBI single and then stolen base to second. There's a shot that made it past second baseman all the way out to center left, if you will. I say that because it was more towards center than left. Back quickly in, which is Begnog, and she's going to have her courtesy runner come in as Sloan.
Number 4, LC, Sloan. Now
brings up the bat.
Number 19, Bethany Hill.
Bethany Hill is now up to bat. Base runner on first. 2 outs here to the defenders. Swing and a miss, strike one. Got a small lead off the bag there, did Sloan. See what happens. Ball one. 1-1 is your count. Again, I'm anxious to see if we get a throw to third here, or throw to second. Attempt on a stolen base. Nope, that's a strike. 1 and 2 is your count. You got 2 outs. Base runner on second. Let's say if you're going to do something, I would do it here and maybe get Hill back up to bat. She strikes out swinging. That's going to retire the side for the defenders. That went scoreless in this bottom of the 6th. Leaving 1 on base, but we'll be back in just a few minutes. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to leave it here. I'm going to mute my mic, and you can kind of hear some of the sounds that are going on the out here at the ballpark while we're here. My name is Chuck Perkins with 446 Sports. see that we are back at it again. Allie Babcock there for the Hornets stepped into the box ready to bat on the bottom of the 6th. Fouled that one out of play. Did not see if it found the home of a vehicle. I didn't hear a thud, but I know it flew out that way towards that parking lot area. 0-1 is the count.
We are her biggest fans of the She's our player of the day.
Babcock has had those 2 throwdowns to second where she just rocketed them out there. Now, don't get me wrong, I know it takes 2, but setting under shortstop, Dupre. Finds a home in her glove, does that ball for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 8, Haley Clark.
I think we're in the top of the 7th, actually. Yeah, Hornets are at bat. Top of the 7th. There we go. I got a little confused myself. Yep. See what happens here. Guess who? Shall I say? Mouton out there in center field making another catch. Out number 2. The defenders can hold them here. They will win this consolation game. Safe. Called her out. Goodness. Thought he called her safe there for a moment. First base ran over to grab the ball, and I think she got a little turned around as to where she was at, and second base got over to first just in time to catch the pitch over to her to get the third out of the inning and giving the defenders the win in this consolation game of ACEL Championship Softball.
Hornets 5, defenders 6.
See them do their march out here, and I think they have a few announcements to make here. Maybe presentation of some trophies. Pictures to be taken for the 3rd and 4th place finishers in the ACEL athletic competition here. Love how the girls gather in the circle there to finish up each game. Yes, 1, 2, 3 softball. I'm wondering if they're going to do any of the presentations here or they're going to wait and do those after. Let's see. I see Mr. Young down there on the sideline with the plaque. Let's see if I think he's looking at you to see if he's ready to do some readout of what you need to. We will have a MVP, tournament MVP, I say tournament playoff MVP, after the last game.
In 4th place, we have Good Samaritan Fellowship Hornets.
And there he is over here on the side. Well, presentation of the award.
Meet for your plaque.
Hornets coming out for presentation of the plaque.
Congratulations, ladies. Now we are going to award our third place plaque to the Acadiana Christian Athletics Defenders. Congratulations to you ladies as well. If you guys want to meet him in the middle of the circle for a picture.
So there you have it, the fourth place Hornets, and now the third place finishers are the winners of the consolation game, the Defenders from Acadiana Christian Athletic Organization. There we go. We'll zoom in and get you a picture. You see the scoreboard there. They won by a score of 6-5. After this game is over, after we finish this up, we will end this stream and start up our next one for the championship game. So we keep them all separated like that so you don't have to scrub through tons and tons of film to get to the game or the section that you're wanting to watch or see. And congratulations to the Acadiana Christian Athletic Defenders for winning the consolation game. And the cameras come out for the selfie shots. There we are.
Just a reminder,
those will get up on social media a whole lot quicker than the other cameras.
Fellow teammates, and we will use it as
Alrighty.
wall decor in our apartment.
Again,
So
my
if
name
you
is
have
Joe
anything,
Perkins.
if
You've
you
been
come
watching a
by.
446 Sports presentation of ACEL
Also, please
Athletics.
pick up any
We'll be back in
trash,
just a
and
few
remember, no
moments
gum or
for the
seeds
championship
on the
game.
field. We will have to pick that up on our hands and knees.